Hey guys, Mike O'Keefe here, Multiple Idiots, episode 6 today with the great Jim Flannigan. Very funny comedian, one of our favorites, and by ours I mean mine. He came in, we had a lot of fun, we talked about a lot of cool stuff. He got to open for Peter Cetera, so if you followed Jim because you saw him open for Cetera, get ready to hear about that. Good times. Follow him, Jimmy Flan, on all the social medias. I'm at the Mike O'Keefe on all the social medias. Rate and review the show. I love you. Thank you so much. And here we friggin' go! Oh my Hello, everyone.
I love that song.
Right? What a song. It's funky.
But not too funky.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be. My
You don't want to
thing
give all the funk right at the beginning of the episode.
It's got to be some funky, but if it's too funky, then I'm going to be mad.
It can't be funkier than us.
Yeah.
It's got to be
easy.
I mean,
Sometimes I do a little ramp up. This time it sounds like I'm not going to.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Jim Flannigan's here.
Hey,
What's up, Flanny?
everybody.
How's it going, buddy?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good. Episode 6. It is, just to give you a little backstory, it is 6:30 on Sunday, the 21st. I drank for 18 hours yesterday.
How'd it go?
It was fun, but I'm very tired. And I feel like it's one of those things where I just got done being hungover at 6:30. Like, I'm just now, the cobwebs are shaking off. I saw a very depressing movie about drug addiction starring Michael Scarn and Timothy French Boy, the little French boy.
The guy who spells Timothy weird.
Yeah. Timothy Cha-Cha-Cha. He's a fantastic actor, but he's very cute.
Did you like it?
It's called A Beautiful Boy, which I think is I think that's a hilarious thing to make. Guy going to the movies alone, very hungover, say to a 17-year-old.
Like one ticket to see a beautiful boy?
I'd like one ticket for a beautiful boy.
I bet you get that all the time.
I bet you hear this. Chip off the old block. And then I pinch the cheeks of the AMC teenager. I go, "You're the beautiful boy now." No, you're the beautiful boy. So cool. Well, that was the show.
Thank you. It's good to come down here.
Yes. So Flanny, we've known each other for a hot second now. Was it 3-4 years?
3-4 years, somewhere in
3-4
there.
years.
Where do we meet?
I know exactly how we met. I know I know where it was. I know when it was. And I don't know why it was. But I'm happy it happened. Emily Galati introduced us at Kohl's.
Okay, that's right.
Most people I know in Chicago, I met at Kohl's.
Yes.
I do not even go to that particular bar anymore.
Did not go up that night either. It was my first time there. Made a friend in Mike O'Keefe. I forgot all about that.
You shouldn't have gone up because it's a very late running open mic, and they shouldn't have an open mic at a department store.
It's true. That's very true.
Hackiest shit. But yeah, and then I bombed dick that night as I was doing a lot back then. This was like when I was still living in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And I was like about to come back.
You were on the verge. Yeah.
Yeah. Just being miserable, bombing everywhere.
Because I remember you walking back up to me after the set and being like, "I'm better than that." As you were like beelining out the door of the building.
Fuck.
And I was like, probably not, you know?
Good,
but
I swear. Isn't that the worst when you meet someone you like and then you don't kill it?
So, and then the second time was with Bozeman at the Comedy Shrine.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
I do remember. I remember this vividly.
And then I did not do well. And if you're not going to do well, it's much better to not do well at Kohl's than at the Comedy Shrine, especially when you're Jim Flannigan. That's my
King
audience.
Of the Chicago suburbs.
Audience. I wouldn't say that.
When you go to Aurora, when you go to a strip mall that's across the street from a real mall, which is amazing.
It's fantastic.
How did you do that?
You're
it's
next
like
to a Toys R Us.
Russian nesting dolls of malls. Russian nesting malls. And it's between a Toys R Us and like a Pilates studio.
Yes. And a brewery, because so the next part of the story.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said when you went up there?
I remember
and your
exactly.
First joke hit.
I remember exactly what I said. I said, that's how you pop a room, Flanny.
That's exactly what he said.
On
and
stage
I only know
to
that
8 people who did not give a shit.
And I only know that because we finally talked about it maybe an hour later because you're like, you're not going to bring it up? I was like, what are you talking about? After my set, Bozeman, I think it was Adam Gully, and I immediately went to the brewery next door.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Why? Because you didn't want to have a beer and get stared at by an old Rodney Dangerfield marionette. There's Cavelli from Welcome Back, Kotter. Set in amber, like in Jurassic Park. The Comedy Shrine is a literal comedy shrine.
It is a literal shrine to comedy.
It's got like a bunch of goofy shit that the owner, who's beaten up multiple employees.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
I don't
know. I don't want to get sued.
No, I don't know if he'd. That's it's the kindest ways anyone's ever put it. He's beating him up. I mean, that makes him sound like a tough guy.
He was really just kind of pushing him around.
I think it was some of it was mutual. I try and stay out of those things.
Oh my God, you have
There's
to.
some mutual fighting.
You have to. But I do love. I was telling you this before, and I don't know if I've said this on the show already, but there was a club in Toledo, Ohio. It was one of the first clubs I ever did. Connections, KONNXTIONZ.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was not working for Yoder yet, so I wanted my career goal was
to Michigan.
I'm sorry, yeah, thank you. I mean, there's 4 comedians listening to this, so that's fine. They know.
I get the numbers.
Do you get the numbers?
Closer to 7.
6 comedians, maybe 7.
Shit.
7 on a good week. This one, it'll be 4. With me, it'll be 4. Don't you worry. Lose about 30% of the audience. But anyway, that was the goal to work Connections. But from you're telling me.
So bad. The owner, one of the managers murder-suicided him and his girlfriend. Yeah, pretty crazy, right?
Holy shit.
Just very weird. It's weird to look back through your life and be like, oh man, I know a guy who murdered someone and then he murdered himself. Ooh.
It's a twofer.
Yeah, but they had every comedy club, so many of them have portraits of comedians or whatever, and this place had George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield, and Robin Williams, but from Good Will Hunting, which is my favorite thing in the world.
That's fantastic.
Now you too, Will.
Have you been to St. Charles, Annie's?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have. I'm not bragging, but they have portraits on all the walls. And I was working with a very funny comic last week who was asking me who was who. And there was one that my entire life I have been confident was Thea Vidal.
Oh,
okay, so these are let me make this. Yeah, these are
Shelton
painted.
Benjamin's mom from WWF. Yeah,
these are painted. They're all. It's very 80s. They're all painted, and faces are blue, and everything's very. I'm sorry, I'm doing weird things with my hands.
You really are.
So I've been confident my entire life it's been Thea Vidal, and the headliner's like, no, it's not, and I'm like, yes, it is.
Who was it?
Justin Leon.
Okay.
Anyway, but he. It was Roseanne Barr. I thought it was Thea Vidal.
What the hell's the matter with you?
It was brand new, about to break Roseanne Barr, who had this big, curly
and
fro.
Was a black lady?
No,
what are you talking about?
There were these paintings around you. Everything was made. It was very 80s.
Really see. Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, it's a very. You can't tell. I mean, she was blue.
Yeah.
She was. It was either one of them was Avatar. Basically, is what it was. It could have been either
Smurf Sandbar.
Nailed it.
She was a Smurf. That's amazing.
But there's 3 Yakov Smirnoffs throughout the building. He was that. I had no idea how big he was.
He was so big, man. He was the belle of the ball. The belle of the ball. What a country.
Did you ever see him?
No.
Okay.
Why the fuck would I
don't
see
know. I mean, not in concert. I mean, have you ever watched his stuff? You ever get out there to Branson?
I go to a lot of Yakov Smirnoff concerts. I pull out my lighter. I go, what a country with him. And it's great. It's a good time. Listen, a bunch of me and my buddies, me and a bunch of my buddies, we follow around Yakov from, Buffet and Branson to other Buffet and Branson.
Oh, I've heard you guys call yourselves the Smirnoffs Yakovs. Right? That's what.
See, we're Smirnoff's Jagoffs.
Yakovs Jagoffs. That's what you guys go by. Yakovs Jagoffs.
There you go.
Eric, we edit that to be clean. Just right away, I got to that joke.
Really where we know all the words. As a stand-up comedian who's out there in the clubs, you're making it. You're doing your thing out there.
You're doing weird things with hands now.
You're doing
shimmying
things
with your hands. I like it.
Driving a school bus.
I'm doing fine.
What's worse in an audience, a bachelor party or a bachelorette party?
Bachelorette party.
Bachelorette
Bar none.
party is terrible.
Bar none.
But have you ever had a bachelor party?
Yeah, but you can normally... I mean, they're awful.
Yeah, they're bad. Why is that a fucking destination for bachelor?
There's no reason for it at all. No one realizes that you're supposed to sit down and shut up. Yeah. That's the weirdest thing about it. Like, I've always wondered if, like, at Hamilton, there's like a bachelorette party walking in with just dick straws and just being like, "It's my birthday,
Hamilton." I would love that. That would be great. But it's weird that, hey, it's my big night with my friends. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a huge thing. Let's go shut up for 90 minutes.
I know.
It's so weird.
And Rosemont is the... Yeah, I'm sorry. No, Rosemont's the worst place for that, just because you literally exit a party bus, go right into Zanies, and then you just filtered to every fake... I mean, it's the like, Hofbrau House.
It's like the Epcot Center.
It is.
That really complex is like Epcot Center. Because there's like a country western bar, there's an Irish bar, there's a 50s retro bar. Yes, all of these things are in Epcot, right? and then indoor skydiving and Hofbrau House.
Incredibly inauthentic, every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
There were people at a show there one night who had come from Hofbrau House and were wearing like big German hats, and I was just like, well, we got these in Germany, so we figured we'd wear them to the Hofbrau House. Like, do you think your server gives a fuck?
Oh my God.
Do you think like the 19-year-old who just wants to take your order is like, oh my God, is that from Nuremberg?
Man, those beautiful boys over there working at Hofbrau House, they are big. They love serving beer in giant mugs, but they also love haberdashery.
They really do.
From across the world, all over Rhineland. But that brings me to my first thing that I need to ask you. You've been on a bachelor party.
I've been quite a few bachelor parties.
Okay, how do you feel about them? Do you like them?
I mean,
do you like them?
You can. I mean, some of them are great. Some of them. Plus, we've all gotten invited to bachelor parties that suck, right?
Totally.
Just like I have to spend a week in Joplin. You know what I mean? Like some
Was that
weird.
One of them?
Yeah, like the Ozarks. Yeah,
really?
I mean, maybe not Joplin. I don't really know much about Missouri as a state.
Jesus.
Maybe the Ozarks. I don't really.
Just like going on lakes and shit.
Yeah, which I guess would be fun, but when you don't really know the people,
it's
you know what I mean. You get somewhere you're like on the fringe, and you get invited to these. Now I've got to
like somebody from high school.
Yeah, and now I've got to take like Friday and Monday off, and then not do stand up that weekend.
I don't want to take days off and not do sets.
That's it.
That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm. But I like a good bachelor party.
Yeah.
What's the best bachelor party you've ever been to?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't ask me.
Okay, great. It's fine.
I would like to ask you to plan mine, though. What would you do for mine?
Wow. Okay. Is this part of the... What is this? Is this a job interview? I feel like I was very mad I was late.
It's okay. It's not a job interview. Okay, good. It is a job interview.
Oh, my God. Okay. That sounds way worse.
So, Mallory, my lovely girlfriend, has...
wonderful.
She's great. One of the best in the world. People and girlfriends. Mm-hmm. She has a ton of friends.
Okay.
And every single wedding we've gone to together, there's a billion bridesmaids.
Okay.
A billion. And they're all so happy to do it. Mm-hmm. It's like a phalanx of crying 20-somethings.
Sure.
They're so excited. Wow. They all do a speech and they're bawling.
Every one of them does a speech.
At some point throughout the weekend.
Okay.
There's a rehearsal dinner.
Oh, yeah. The rehearsals. They do a lot
drinks,
of family. Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And then the dude has like 3 guys, one of which is the bride's brother. I don't like that. I would like, for me, to have I want my own phalanx. I want my own thing.
So I'd rather interview relative strangers
yes,
to see if they'd be interested in this. Also, I completely hit my face on the microphone while I was making fun of you. So that's...
So yeah, and so the only way I can find people is by tricking them into doing a podcast.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you. It's very convenient.
The comedian's trick.
They call it.
That is what they call the comedian's trick.
All right, fair. You give me some time to think.
I'm trying to get you. I need you to be one of the multiple idiots, Jimmy. Okay. I hope you can do it.
All right. I'm flattered.
No, you're Flannigan.
I'm Flannigan. Am I
that was so stupid.
That was really dumb, but I really liked it. That's okay.
Keep special.
You're not gonna think about this from me. Neither are you, Aaron. We don't know each other well, but Bozeman, Montana.
Okay.
Have you ever been?
No.
Fantastic Kevin Bozeman joke, by the way. I want to go back to...
No, you're fine.
I didn't want to not give you credit for that. That's
much like Kevin gives his students credit. Our friend who teaches comedy at a university. It's hilarious. It's fucking great.
It's amazing.
It's all him doing that is genius.
It absolutely is.
It's genius. Oh my God. What a gig.
I went in there with a bunch of us went in there and like talked for them one time.
Yeah.
And I just asked, I'm like, have you guys ever like watched him do stand up?
Yeah.
No.
That's
like,
insane.
You ever like Googled him? And one kid was like, yeah, I did once. I saw one thing.
Oh my God.
It's just like, if I'm taking a course from
so
someone
crazy.
that I can see, I mean, it just shows you how little they give a shit about this curriculum.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
It's the blow-off class that ends up being the most terrifying class.
Well, because he makes them go up and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Man.
And he makes them learn. He makes them go to Chicago open mics. I don't go to Chicago open mics. They're scary.
God bless these children.
It's unbelievable.
God bless them. Oh my God. Ugh. What a great scheme.
It really is.
Scheme. So
Kevin Bozeman is an adjunct professor at DePaul University. Just think about that, knowing him.
Insanity.
All right, I'm sorry. We're talking too much about
the man with the initials on his hat.
He wears the class.
He wears the class.
Of course he
so
does.
fucking great. He's a good man. I like him. He's a good man. Oh my God. Have I ever told you the first ever time I got paid doing comedy was opening for Bozeman?
This is our third Kevin Bozeman story.
It is, but he's a guy. I'll eventually get him in here.
We'll see.
He's not going to want to come this far north.
Yeah, come on. This is.
So I'm opening for Kevin at the Kickers Complex, Joey's Comedy Club.
Joey's in Livonia.
If you want to talk
great.
shithole, buddy. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeesh. Downstairs is a bikini bar.
Yep.
This place is closed now, but there's so much mob money. And the guy who owned the whole thing, Pete Stoyanovich, was a kicker in the NFL.
Yes, he was.
And that's why it's called Kickers.
Yes.
And before, at this point in the history of the room, they're showing clips of his before the show. Like clips of him kicking the football. Who cares?
That's hilarious.
Who the fuck cares, Pete? No one gives a shit, you idiot.
That's the
My
best.
God. what a pretentious asshole.
They couldn't even find like that. Like so many clubs now will play clips of like
comedians coming up
or
soon,
have you
or
been to-
viral videos.
Yeah, viral videos.
Yeah.
So like the taking the football away before they kick it.
Yeah.
Like
Classic
you couldn't give me
Charlie
that.
Brown.
Yeah,
goofs.
exactly. Which also, by the way, kind of sucks sometimes when you're hosting those rooms and they're just like watching a guy just get hit in the dick over and over again and cracking up, and then you have to go up there and do actual material.
Yeah, and then you have to take them on a journey through your soul. That's what I call my material now, a journey through my soul.
Great.
It's not what it is.
It's not what it is. Okay.
No, it's not. It's me yelling and getting quieter and then yelling again. That's it's all volume.
It's all cadence.
But the first time, the week was Wednesday through Saturday, and Wednesday night, I host, I go up, I chew it, obviously. It's not I'm not good at this point, like a year in.
Sure.
And I go up, eat it, bring the feature up, go back up to bring Bozeman up. I forget his name. And so I just go, your headliner, seen him on Last Comic Standing. Give it up for, yeah! And just yeah!
Oh, that's great.
And then everyone just kind of claps, and he's just like, I think that was me. And he's like, I'm Kevin. Hi, guys.
That's great.
Yeah.
Vernon Hills, that happened to me one time. One of my first times. And it was Saturday. It was the end of the week.
Oh, no.
And like this guy's been great. We had a great week working together, and I'm like, please welcome. And I just blank.
Oh, my God.
And he thinks I'm doing it as a joke. He thinks I'm fucking around. And he's just not helping me at all.
You guys had like a fun week.
And I had gotten it right every day, and it never crossed. Like it was the second show that night.
It was
you know what I mean?
Kostaki Economopoulos.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Do you remember who that was?
Mitch Hedberg.
Was it really?
No, I don't remember the guy's name.
That's fun. I saw Mitch Hedberg 2 months before he died.
Where?
At the State Theater in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It was him and a man named Stephen Lynch.
Oh my God.
Who is still doing comedy?
Yeah, he was on Broadway for a while.
He was. He was in The Wedding Singer.
Yes, he was.
I just got back from Broadway. I did. And I have to tell you something about that after I'm done with this. But Mitch laid down on his back through half the set, and it was not going well, and he didn't look good. And I said, I hope he's okay. And then he wasn't. That's our show for this week.
Wow. Okay. That's
So we went, me and Mal, when we were in New York, we saw a matinee of a musical. a 9/11 based musical.
You are just uplifting topic to uplifting topic today.
Honestly, though, if you're in New York, go see "Come From Away." I cried. It was amazing. It's a great musical. Listen to the songs. It's good. They're all sea shanty song. But after the show ends, the lights come up, and I hear the woman who is sitting right in front of us go, "Man, that was better than masturbating."
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucking great. What a great lady.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Better than masturbating.
Masturbating is a Broadway musical, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
It's
okay. It's
Here's every commercial for a Broadway musical. It's the same voice, and he goes, "A triumph of the soul, masterful dancing." And then they say the name of the play.
Beautiful boy.
Yeah. Rogers and Hammersmith present Shit Fucker. Playing my bachelor party though. We're going to Bozeman, Montana.
Can I? Okay, I went to that same tour. I didn't want to interrupt you, but quickly, I went to that same Mitch Hedberg, Stephen Lynch tour with Vince Carone in Madison. Yeah. And there were 2 shows, and I was so hammered after the first show that a young man from Last Comic Standing named Rob Cantrell was the opener. Yeah. So we were drunk and started hanging out with him, and then Stephen Lynch, and then Stephen Lynch gave us tickets to stay for the second show.
Oh wow.
Where we sat in the front row, and then one of the girls working there who was like, "Hey, if you save us 2 seats, I'll give you free beer. Do you mind?" And we're like, "Yeah, this is the greatest day ever."
That's awesome.
And now I'm already hammered, and Vince has to drive us back, so he's not drinking. So she's just bringing us pictures of Spotted Cow to save room for her and her boyfriend.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I didn't get to stay and watch the whole show. Let's just.
What'd you do?
No, I didn't. I got to stay, but I was miserable. I was just loud. I was an idiot.
Dude, being drunk in a spot where you're not supposed to be drunk sucks.
And it was just embarrassing. And it's Carone's favorite comedians, and or his was Lynch and mine was Hedberg, you know? And it was but it was incredibly fun until it wasn't. You know what I mean?
I get that. I totally get that.
It was the greatest night where everything was just falling into place. And then it fell off the rails.
You just drank too much.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blast.
That's the worst.
And I slept the entire way while Vince drove my car back to Chicago.
Such a dick move.
Oh my God.
What a asshole.
You know what's worse?
Yeah.
I tried to get into the back seat so I could sleep laying down.
Like an Uber.
In my car that he's driving.
That's such a boss move, by the way.
Oh boy. And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "Come on." And I'm like, "Let me just lay here for a minute, get up to that next stoplight. I'll get out and get the front seat."
Oh my God.
That was my logic.
That's not going to happen.
It's not.
Man, being drunk when you're not supposed to be drunk is a huge fear of mine.
It's absolutely.
I really don't like it. Mm-hmm. Ugh, not a fan. Anyway, go on.
All right, so Bozeman, Montana. Have you ever been?
No.
All right, Aaron's best friends live there. We're going to stay with them. It's just going to be me and you.
Oh, no.
No. I was out there recently for the first time, and it is absolutely the most gorgeous place I've ever been.
Interesting.
And because it's this big clearing in the center of mountains. Okay. And just outside of town, they have all of these different, ranches and resorts and everything. Okay. That have basically trailers that you can camp in. Okay. Actual old truck boxcar trailers that are cut up and very nice inside, and then a communal area. Okay. Where, there's an indoor area where you can eat and drink, and there's, a restaurant and everything in there.
Revelry, merriment, that sort of thing.
But then there's outdoor concert venues for the summer. So basically you just take one over for the week. Okay. Or for the weekend. You know what I mean? Yeah. You get everybody together, everyone's got their own campsite, but you all have this big general area. There's bands, there's just anything you want to do, Mike.
That sounds lovely. That sounds nice.
It's incredibly unfunny, but it's definitely great.
Some of the whatever we talk about the bachelor party thing, it's always either someone just being like, "Hey, we'll just get drunk and we'll play with chainsaw or something," or someone's like, I want to do this.
Well, everyone I'm guessing is we're going to go to a wrestling event and
nobody said wrestling.
Really?
The closest. Who said it? Somebody said wrestling. Oh, somebody did say. Right. I don't listen to that. I don't listen to this shit back. Fuck that. No, but we do. But Snodgrass said we're gonna go to Monster Truck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jam.
That's awesome.
Grave Digger.
Somebody said to fire guns.
Somebody said fire guns.
So you can do that in Montana. I mean,
you can just
that's definitely part of being in Montana. It's how when Homer joined the NRA, just how you open your beer.
I hate guns. I think they're very scary.
Oh, okay.
I don't like them.
All right, then we'll shoot guns, and you get to watch.
Oh, fun. That sounds great.
Better. It sounds better.
It sounds lovely. So we're going to Bozeman, Montana.
It's beautiful.
I like it. I like that. That's a good, solid location.
I think
no one hears about. You don't hear about Bozeman.
What sold me on it was two things. First of all, John Mayer lives there. So
does he really?
He does.
Well, let's go kick his
Michael
ass.
Keaton. Batman.
I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm. He lives there. What's this voice?
You thought you escaped me, Batman.
Are you Sean Connery from Celebrity Jeopardy?
No.
Okay.
Bane's back. You thought you escaped me and fled to the mountains, but I am the real mountains. You adopted the mountains.
What are you doing?
I am.
Are you auditioning for podcasts that do characters? Is this part of your reel?
I'm bringing Bane back,
You're
man.
not bringing Bane.
I'm bringing it back.
If you just added Trebek to the end of that, it is exactly Daryl Hammond's Sean Connery. You thought you could escape me, Trebek.
You thought you got away. You didn't. I'm your reckoning, James. I'm going to kick the shit out of you in 2 different states. I hope we fly to Montana. Remember in the beginning, the plane? I did a set as Bane on Thursday.
Did you really?
I did. I really had a nice
Wow. What? Like, did you do your normal material?
No. So the show is completely in the dark.
Okay.
It was called In the Dark.
Oh, wow.
The show. No, for Arts and Culture Club, and completely dark room. I go up, I do 1 bit, and then I pretend to get beaten up. Greg, our Foley artist, taught me some stuff.
Your what?
Our Foley art. We have a Foley artist on the show, Greg. He's fantastic.
What's a Foley?
Oh, they make sounds.
Okay.
That sound like other things.
Okay. Also, there's no one over there where you pointed, right?
No, it's Greg.
Okay.
Asshole. So I do. Ow. Hello. It's me, Bane. I was born in the darkness. You guys are in my house now, baby. We're the Baniacs.
How would you do that?
I had so much fun.
That's great. It's amazing. How long did you have to do?
It's like 7 minutes.
Were you just...
And then I go, oh, dating's weird. I blew up a football game to impress a French lady, and she still fucked Batman. Fucking hoe. And then I do another fight scene. No one calls Marianne Cotillard a hoe in my city. That's me. So I saved the day against myself.
Oh my God. That's
I did
amazing.
a nice little play. I did a little radio play.
Did they all clap when you... They probably didn't know it was done yet.
Clapped at the end.
Okay.
Right. When I said goodbye.
Okay.
That was what really got him over the edge. You're like, oh, it's done. Lovely.
Yes, did you say goodbye or did Bane?
I said goodbye.
Okay, good.
I had vanquished my foe, Bane.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Why would Bane come back after getting his ass kicked just to say bye?
Okay, the character that vanquished Bane, did he say it?
Well, the character that vanquished Bane was me.
But it wasn't your voice you were using.
When I came back, it was.
See, there's no continuity to the story.
There is.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. You're right.
I started off as me, and then I got beat up, and then I beat Bane up, and then I closed the set.
You closed the set
with my awesome material.
That's great.
My sick comedy material. We gotta welcome in another guest now. Who's if something goes bad at the wedding, which might happen.
Okay.
There's a lot of people have a code red.
Okay.
A lot of people, this one guy, I saw this documentary where Jack Nicholson ordered a code red.
Oh yeah.
Got in a lot of trouble. A real hot water. So at the wedding, you're probably going to be head of security. You're pretty tall.
That's fair.
You're taller than me.
Like 5'10"ish.
Taller than me.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Pretty tall. So if something happens, and we'll role play this, don't worry.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How do you do the ceremony's going? And
during the ceremony,
The lights go out.
All right, I've got this. I've been a best man at 2 of my brother's 3 weddings, and the second one was in a courthouse, so they didn't need one. They didn't need one. You know what I mean?
But you had a couple. I mean, you were like, you were able to take a long lunch break, so you went to your brother's wedding.
I really didn't go to the second one. I feel, wow,
you shouldn't.
You have to be a terrible brother.
So Wait. So your brother's been married 3 times. Mm-hmm. Best man in 2 of them.
Yes.
Do you remember what being
I just
the best
want to make it clear. I didn't get fired. Like that's you know what I mean. It was they didn't need a best man.
Okay. So your best man at the first one.
Yes.
What bachelor party did you plan?
I was like 19, so
nothing.
No, his friends planned the bachelor party.
Do you remember Do you remember your speech?
Parts of it.
Okay.
I kind of I do a bit about it that I basically repeat how many times I've said this out loud in front of a lot of people at this point. You know what I mean? Like I've done quite a bit with the speech, but it is kind of weird because you want to remember what worked. You know what I mean? But you also don't want it to be from that at all, you know?
Mal's has a formula because she's given so many of these speeches. She has like a formula for these speeches now, and it's actually brilliant, and it'll work every single time. And I'm not going to tell anybody because it will ruin her. Okay. Because all her friends are going to be like, we thought you really loved us. He's like, no, I hit the beats.
I do. I mean, you go quick joke out of the gate. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to just hit with a quick bit out of the gate. Yeah. And then you go into a personal story about the one. And then I go into, this is my move, I go to a personal story about the other one. Yeah. And then I kind of try and wrap it up with something about the 2 of them together. And if you can get one more punchline out there,
you're golden. There you go. Mm-hmm. The best opening line, the worst opening line ever was still this guy at this wedding I went to goes, Tom said if I do a good job of this speech, I'll get to speak at his next wedding too. Grandma flipped him off. Still my favorite thing that's ever happened. Anyway, so we're at my wedding in the hypothetical future. You're head of security. Mm-hmm. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Wedding's happening. Arugula salad. Blah, 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 blah.
During the wedding. So during the
actual ceremony.
The ceremony. Yeah. Why do you have arugula during a wedding ceremony?
I'm just saying, like, they're talking. Okay. You can hear it. Okay. That's background noise.
Okay. Got it. Oh, I hate it. Okay, what's going on?
I'm angry.
Okay, all right, hang on.
Let's
talk this out real quick.
I'm angry Steve, and I don't like it.
All right, angry Steve. What are you? All right, come on. And here's
touch me.
Take a little sip off this flask. All right, come on. You want to grab a cigarette? Let's talk about this. I want to hear you out, Steve.
I want to know what's going on.
Come on, let's go outside. Let's have a cigarette.
All right, hey.
All right, now tell me, Steve. What are you angry about?
What am I angry about? Listen, I thought I had a chance with that lady up there. Yeah, I've known her for a long time.
Okay, all right.
And I've never talked to her or said anything to her. I don't think she knows who I am.
Okay, all right.
But that guy she's married is pretty sweaty.
Did you get an invitation to this wedding, or were you just following them around?
What's that?
Okay.
What's an invitation?
All right, so it's something that comes in the mailbox.
What's
we're
the
gonna
mailbox?
Slow down. Okay.
What's a mailbox?
Okay, all right.
Is that like an app?
Yep, okay, all right. So Steve, get him, boys, and then I'll just have a bunch of people ready to beat up Steve.
The rest of them, get him in there. Usually we have a guy who well,
if I'm the head of security, there's other security. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just security.
For sure.
You know, so I mean, otherwise that's a worthless title, right?
Listen, that Steve guy, I don't know who he is.
No, he's a bad egg.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a bad guy.
He really
knows
is.
Mal, but he doesn't know Mal.
He knows Mal, but Mal doesn't know him.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
Not cool.
And that's never cool.
It's never cool.
No. Usually the wedding is interrupted. Hey guys, stay up.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hi.
Okay, all right. Where are you angry?
Hey,
Stu.
I'm angry because I was late to interrupt the wedding.
Okay, all right. That other guy,
Steve
came in and did your job for you.
Steve sucks.
Steve does suck. All right.
I didn't get what he was doing with his voice.
Well, let's just not even worry about it. We're going to come inside. We're going to say, get him, boys. And then boom, Stu just gets.
So you're going.
Hang on, Greg, our Foley artist.
Clap. I'm hitting you with my fist.
Jim, you're big and strong.
Oh, my.
Stop hurting me.
Oh, stop punching my testicles and dick.
You must work out often to have punches that strong.
Who are you, Evander Holyfield's
unbelievable
nephew? I hate this. I hate getting beaten up.
This is a long beating.
This is bad.
Why is this still happening?
It's not even like fast punches.
Didn't interrupt the wedding.
It is on time though.
It was pretty
good. It was very rhythmic. I mean, it's a very rhythmic beat.
Well, that's Greg. Your Foley artist does a nice job with that.
So good.
He does a great job.
Does he though? I don't think he does.
I think so.
I don't think he does a good job.
I mean,
he's the best in the business.
You're not paying him much. I mean, let's be honest.
We're not. We pay. Tell me if this is too much money. Mm-hmm. We pay him $80,000 an episode. Is that too much?
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's going rate. That's good. That's scale. That is definitely scale.
He is in the Foley Artist Union. Very powerful union. Ooh.
FAU, which is also a great college football team.
FAU? Mm-hmm. The Owls.
Foley Artist Union. We're going to cut that piece too, if you don't mind, Aaron. That one's gone.
Coach Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
He took a bunch of guys from Second Chance U.
He did.
Did you see this? Have you seen Second Chance U?
I have not watched all of it. I know what you're talking about.
Is
it great?
I love football. Mm-hmm. I know I shouldn't. I know it's bad for people's brains.
Yeah.
And the economy. Mm-hmm. Not the economy, but
I mean, it's great for the economy.
It's great for the economy. Mm-hmm. But it's bad for people who play it.
Sure.
But the thing I love as much, if not more than watching football, is documentaries about football.
Oh, they're the best.
They're so good.
Oh, they're the best. Any given Sunday.
Love it. Wildcats. With Goldie Hawn.
The Replacements. I really hope that kicker quit smoking.
Oh, my God. That guy's still... He was in the last Star Wars movie.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was the blonde guy.
That's awesome. I haven't seen it.
Solo.
Was that Luke? Or a different blonde guy? I don't want to give away any spoilers. I don't want to give away any spoilers, so let's just...
No, he's not. Knowing he's in the movie.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Have you ever seen any of them?
I've seen the original ones when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So my brother was a big fan, but I would play. I had AT-ATs, I'd play with the toys and everything, but I never...
I had a Star Wars video game for N64.
I used to play one on my phone.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not proud.
Dude, you can. I play a game on the phone.
What do you play?
Brick Breaker.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's good.
That's a very good one. A big fan of NBA Jam on the phone.
You can play NBA Jam on your phone. Now we're just looking for sponsors, baby.
That's right.
So the next thing I have on here after your SEAL Team 6 on Angry Steven. Hey, Stuart. Hey. It really does. It hurts my throat a lot. Make the menu.
Oh.
What are we eating at the wedding?
What are you eating at the wedding?
What do we got?
I don't even...
You've never seen me eat before.
I've never seen you eat. No, I've seen you drink quite a bit. Nowhere near as much as me. I'm not saying you have a problem. I'm saying one of us does. I did start the
show off by saying that I drank for probably 18 hours.
That's true. That's very true.
Very true.
I don't know when we started the show, so that may not have been the beginning.
We haven't been recording any of this.
Good. Okay, that's for the best. Yeah. The menu. Mal's classy. So she is.
I think you're giving her a lot of credit.
You guys go see James Taylor and shit. I mean, this is a woman who's not gonna.
We saw Sweet Baby James.
Yeah,
I fell asleep at that show.
See,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
See what I'm saying?
But part of the reason I fell asleep at that show is because his music is boring.
See, no,
I don't know if you knew that.
No one's disagreeing with that.
He is a boring old fuck.
No one is disagreeing with that.
I do not like James Taylor.
How often do you go to Ravinia?
So her parents have her dad used to be on the board.
Of course.
Yeah. You talk about class.
Yeah.
Daryl Bradford. Classy man. Good man.
Yeah.
Great guy. Loves smoking pot with me.
Really?
100%.
Oh, yeah. I like me some Daryl Bradford.
He's a rad dude.
All
He's
right.
the best, man.
Daryl, if you're listening, Jim Flannigan, I'd like to hang out with you sometime.
At Jimmy Flan Comedy on Friendster. They go. I think Mal goes probably 5 times a summer.
Okay.
I only went once this year.
Okay. Who'd you see?
Roger Daltrey play Tommy. Tommy, can you hear me?
It's beautiful.
How have I let you down? And then I was supposed to go see Steve Martin and the short guy, Marty Short.
Marty Short.
But I got a gig.
Oh, okay.
And then I was supposed to go see another. I was supposed to go see Earth, Wind, and Fire there as well.
You got another gig.
I got a gig.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I'd love to go see
all these people.
I'd love to go see two of my idols, and also Steve Martin and Martin. I look up to them. I look up to the rhythm section from Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're so good.
Wind and Fire are your favorites. Do we know which is which?
Tina Wind and Danny Fire.
Bobby Earth is an asshole.
Bobby Earth
Let's make that
and
clear.
shit. And I think we're supposed to go see the band Chicago.
Oh, can I tell you my...
Oh, yes. You just open up for Peter Cetera.
Peter Cetera.
Please do.
Fantastic time once the confusion subsided. So we're in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Okay. What was confusing?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
We're in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and it's a beautiful new venue. Their new G League team plays there.
Cool.
Which is the Herd.
The Bagashas?
That's what I made that. The Oshkosh Bagashas
really?
joke. I made that joke.
There you go.
And they did not like it.
Of course
They've heard it quite a few times. Of course.
Oshkosh is like up by Appleton.
Yes,
right? Okay,
it is. But so they have the Oshkosh Herd, the Milwaukee Bucks G League team. So it's a great arena. There's maybe 2,000 people there to see Peter Cetera, who, for anyone who doesn't know, is the former
lead singer and bassist of Chicago.
Thank you.
And then he sang the lion's share of their 80s ballads.
Yeah.
And has had
a Karate Kid 2 song?
Yes. A very prolific solo career in that oeuvre of adult-oriented rock.
Yeah.
I like those early Chicago albums. I could not give a fuck about his solo career.
No, not at all.
That is Snooze City, baby.
I didn't realize how much I would know of what he did.
Yeah.
First of all, he's a weirdo because like everyone's seated, right?
Yeah.
But it's in a big open hall and like people had floor seats and like a couple got up and started like slow dancing.
Ooh.
And he's like, hey, take it to a hotel, huh, guys? And we're all like, Peter Cetera's got stock jokes, right? Like, and then like 10 minutes later, he's like, hey, I'm serious, all right? Other people probably want to watch. They want to see me, not you guys dancing, all right? Take it to the back or something.
Oh, that's fucking insane.
Yeah. And I, by no means do I want like the Peter Cetera fans like to be mad at me. I don't.
No.
Like,
man,
first
that
of all,
is weird.
But it's just like, I mean, and I guess we just thought he was joking at first. So I think they thought he was joking and we're like still dancing.
Because that's a joke
and then
a Peter Cetera would make.
Absolutely.
You know? Wow.
And then he's like, get to stepping, he wants him out.
Man, that is weird.
So I never got to meet him or anything. But so at the very beginning of the show, the confusion comes in where they bring me backstage. Everyone was very nice. Everything was great. I'm dealing with like the tour company, and they're like,
Peter Cetera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Nice. Yeah. Peter Cetera. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an evening with Peter Cetera. And they go crazy.
Yeah.
And they go, now please welcome from Chicago. And they go crazy.
Oh my God.
Comedian Jim Flannigan.
They get furious.
They get very confused very quickly.
From Chicago, Robert Lamb.
It's unbelievable. It's just like.
From Chicago, Walter Parazator.
This is the first they've heard of an opener of a comedian, of a person from the type of Chicago they don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. This is too near Green Bay for this to be.
And it's not like just a regular, like, this guy's from whatever.
Yeah.
They fucking don't like people from Chicago.
Right.
You know? Man.
So it turned out great. It was a blast. And like, it was really, really fun, you know, but I thought it was really fun until one person, you can get a standing ovation. Yeah. And if one guy's like, hey man, they were tough. You did as best you could. You're just like, what the fuck? I'm going to kill myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's the worst feeling.
When someone else needs to like sign, they bombed. This obviously wasn't the case.
Sure,
This
was Peter Cetera.
Yeah, Peter Cetera was like, yeah, man, they were rough out there, right? But I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate when you bombed and you need someone else to have bombed with you and like sign off on your bomb. Mm-hmm. It's my least favorite thing whenever a comic's like, yeah, they were pretty shitty out there, right? And I always just go, I thought they were fine.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Get away from me.
Absolutely.
That's 24/64.
That's great. No, that's fantastic. I thought we were just doing a musical break in the middle of the show. Just gonna step out
my
for a moment.
My favorite Cetera bass line.
It really is. The menu. So I think we need something classy, but I also I feel like you need it to be a combination of who the two of you are, right? Mm-hmm. So you want something where it's going to be a nice meal. You know, we're not doing tapas. We're not doing small plates of any sort. We're not doing.
Why did you say it like
We're
that?
not doing bratwurst. We're
not doing
tapas.
Tapas.
I'm sorry. I like to be authentic.
What's an
No, I like tapas.
That sounds like a robot.
Bring me tapas.
Tiny foods from Spain.
More sangria, please. I'm an idiot.
Bullfighting is a part of our nation's rich history, but it's mean to animals.
We take naps at 3. It's just random.
Special wine for children.
You can smoke cigarettes in high school hallways. That was like in the Spanish class. We'd have to like watch those videos.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
And like it was the one takeaway. Like they'd have like the Spain. I'm just like, these fucking kids can smoke.
They smoke anywhere.
They're like, hola, Juanito.
Oh, it's crazy. They smoke
I'm doing
all the
visual
time.
bits there on the podcast.
I love it.
This is going well.
I love it. Greg will add some smoking.
I love that you have a list of things to talk to me about.
Well, I did. Well,
and first of all, one of them is just part of my name. One of them is just Flan.
Oh, I was going to ask you if you ever had flan before. You ever had flan?
I wish you guys could see this too.
It is. I'll take a picture of it.
We'll put it on the show page.
I will.
We'll put it on the show Twitter.
I'll take a picture of it. We'll put it on, I'll post it with the episode.
I mean, this is the type of journalism we're dealing with. He was writing these as I came in
They're
too.
on Post-it notes.
It's fantastic.
The things that I have for you that I put down was Chicago, because you're from here.
Yep.
Not a lot of people were from here. A lot of people
I'm really the
move here.
burbs, but yeah, but
Fucking who
I know.
cares,
But I
Jimmy?
just don't want people to think I'm claiming.
Well, that is a big thing.
It is.
And from
It
where
is.
me and Aaron are from, too,
Yeah.
where everyone's just like, oh, I'm from Detroit. It's like, nah, you're from, you know.
Easy gross point.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly the
Yeah.
city that people who say that are usually from.
You think I'm not familiar with the D?
Money up in GP. Shout out to Justin Gall, my best friend, who grew up there. I have Chicago. I have flan. You should have it. It's good. Custard.
Flan.
White Sox.
White Sox.
They suck.
They are terrible.
They're a bunch of
So
shit.
your tires.
So my tires are really bad. You know who's even worse is my Red Wings.
Oh, my God.
Oh man,
They are not good.
Drinking
Drinking.
and then wrestling, because we went to that one wrestling
We
show.
went to that one wrestling show together. That's basically my set list. Is what you just wrote down there. That is
My man.
everything about me in
My
one
man.
place. We had fun at that wrestling show.
We did.
So we're gonna do a classy dinner, right? I don't
Okay.
care what the meal is. I don't care. It's whatever Mal likes. This is her day. You know,
Yeah.
she's a special lady, and
I ask these questions, but at the end of the day, save for like the bachelor party and the speech, and
there's a speech.
in a bit you'll have to do a
cool. All
speech. I already told you about this.
I know.
But it really is, and the kind of the point of this whole podcast is I just want all these things to be nice for her.
Yeah, really.
It's like I
hope you're taking some notes here. Yeah, yeah.
They record them.
I bet she really. She's like, I want to see Mike's commitment, so I want a podcast about it. I need him to.
I need a podcast. I need Blue Apron to sponsor it.
We do need Blue Apron to sponsor it.
But that really is the whole thing. Is like I just want this to be nice for her.
Sure.
You know.
So Blue Apron will do the dinner. They'll provide the dinner. And then it's so easy to make, first of all. I mean, 30, 40 minutes tops.
30
Are you
minutes.
kidding me?
Well, the thing
promo
about
code idiots.
families that cook together is that they stay
They
together.
stay together. That's very true. Families that cook together eat together, I
Yeah.
think is what we used to always say. Because they
And families
normally
that
go
eat
hand in
together
hand.
Are allowed to do whatever they want with the rest of their night.
Yeah. Families who eat together then have to fight for the bathroom. I feel it would probably be a good, I don't know. I would like, but at the end of the night, we needed O'Keefe'd up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the night, we need someone like Little Caesars pizzas and sliders. I'm just kidding. I was trying to Detroit it. I was trying to Detroit it. I don't know. He just died. I'm trying to win. I don't know. What do I get? What do I get if I win?
You'll see.
Oh God, I'm not winning. Okay, good.
You'll see.
But you know what I mean? We need like some burgers and some dogs or something.
Yeah.
Just at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like a food truck.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I think that's a great way to do it. That's a great answer. We'll see if it's good enough to win. I guess you're winning on this show now.
I don't know.
But
you made me very nervous. You're like, this whole thing is like auditioning to be And like, I might have to cancel that weekend. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even know what it is.
You know, if
I'm going to have to go to patmcgann.com to see where I am that week.
Shots to Big Patty. How's it going? How's it going? You fucking high school quarterback of a man. It's just a handsome dude.
Really is good dude.
He's just, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Well, that's nice. That's a good thing. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, we've got to the point in the program,
sure,
where you really have to. This is really the make or break.
Yeah, no, I'm calling my Uber. I thought we were just okay. Sorry,
no,
there's more. Okay,
there's more.
Well, he's gonna be here in 2 minutes.
This is what's his name? It's Ashram.
Adam. Wow. Okay.
My favorite thing. Well, a lot of times an Uber driver will be named something crazy, like Tom.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Or Tim,
like THOM, like Tom York.
He did the score for a horror movie that's coming out soon.
Did he really?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Big Tom York fan.
Yeah, you like him? Mm-hmm. I could give a fucking shit about Radiohead.
I get it,
but he's just
no. His solo
like
album
cool
I really
dude.
liked.
Yeah. He seems just like a cool guy.
Yeah.
And this horror movie he did the score for looks pretty cool.
Awesome. So. What's it called?
Oh, Creep.
Okay.
It's called.
Was that a riff? Was that a riff?
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But I don't know what the name of the movie. I just saw the trailer for it today before I saw the beautiful boy. Oh, you're a beautiful boy. Superior.
It's a Rihanna song, I believe. Superior.
I thought that was Rihanna's niece.
That might be. Wow, you were just getting all kinds of okay.
Her name's. Well, I didn't do anything. That's my character, the guy who knows that he made a borderline tasteless joke, but refuses to admit it.
Right. Sorry, wrong podcast.
Jamaican guys smoke weed, whatever.
We all know that.
Yeah, people from the south side, fucking dumb as shit. Yeah, come on. Everyone's in the south side. Come on. I don't know why I picked that. I love the people down south. I love the south side.
That's the one you're apologizing for. I love that. The rest of them are fine.
No, nobody from Jamaica has knows podcasts. Come on. I will tell you this though. Dan Dries, who was on the last episode, he was hanging out for my birthday yesterday at the Gman, which you didn't show up. That's fine.
Can we talk about it?
No, what happened?
It's like an hour 30, and then it was like raining sideways.
The weather yesterday
awful.
Was fucking insane.
And I live in Naperville, which is, and you are just like, hey, let's do everything this weekend as close to Wisconsin as possible.
Yeah. It was rain. It snowed for like 3 seconds. It was the weirdest fucking thing. But Dan Dries was doing this thing all day yesterday that made us laugh so hard. Where is it? It was a Jamaican guy who is an American conservative. Taxation is theft, brother. So funny. So the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with 2 guns. Bomba class. So fucking funny.
It's the best.
It's so funny. I love it.
Dude's fantastic.
So much. It's a great. Shots to Dreezy. Best. Anyway, here's the big crescendo. Mm-hmm. You got to do a best man speech for me, and we'll have Greg come back in. We'll foley this up.
All right.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Flannigan.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Oh, he's friends with McCann.
Okay, thank you. No, this is.
Oh my God.
No, thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, no, thank you. You guys can. Thank you.
Class 1.
Thank you. You guys can sit. Thank you. All right, is anyone here from out of town? Let's just get a couple things out of the way. Anyone from Wisconsin? No, first of all, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you, to both families, probably mostly the Bradfords for paying for this. And
there you go.
It's just a wonderful occasion to celebrate these two lovely people who I've known so well. Mike, I think of the 3 or 4 times we've actually hung out together in public. I think it was the first time where I was like, this guy and I are going to be close enough friends for me to be the 19th guy in his wedding. I I think I knew pretty quickly, and I was like, this is going to cost me a lot. Have you thought about that aspect of this whole idea, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're asking people to be like, hey, we're not that close, but,
we're trying to get closer.
What can you do for me?
Podcast.
What can you do for me?
Try and get closer. Trying to become closer.
Why don't you drive to Evanston on the Sunday night?
It's not going to be in Evanston.
I'm talking about this.
Oh.
And to do a podcast about what else you can do for me.
I'm trying to become better friends.
I'm kidding. I love it. I love it.
But if you say something in a voice like that, people always feel bad.
I know, they really do.
I just want to be a beautiful boy.
Everybody knows Jamaicans don't have podcasts.
Everybody knows Jamaica. Oh, bombaclat. Rude boy. Lock it up, rude boy.
I wish I could do an accent. There is a war on men. A boomba-clattin.
My son is scared to go on a date with a lady because the lady might be like, hey, I don't want to fuck you. And I don't think my son's going to take too kindly to that.
When did he become Irish?
I don't know.
It's groundskeeper Willie. He's Scottish now.
Accent work is hard, Jim.
Very difficult. I can't do it.
What matters now is that I am bad at multiple voices.
This is so true.
You interrupted your own speech. It's
went off the rails.
Because you asked a very real question, and I was like, oh, fuck.
This is all happening at the wedding. No, this is part of the speech.
Oh, this is part of the speech.
So I think as part of my interview, I want everyone to know that you do great voice work. I think that's part of this. This entire, the whole reason I'm here is because
voices.
But I want everyone at the wedding to see how good you are at voices. And you know what? You would have been nervous to do them on your own. But if I pull them out of you like that, you're going to do it, and everyone's going to stand, and they're going to applaud.
Thank you.
Okay, no, they're not.
Bay never said thank you in that whole movie.
I don't think there were a lot of pleasantries. You look good. Is that a new hot?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's a pretty fun party last night in our underground lair, deep below the streets of Gotham.
Did you see my tweet? 23 likes.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
I don't know what voice I'm even trying to do right now.
Yeah, you're just. I like it though.
Thank you. Thank you.
I support all voices.
And
Anybody
of course,
wants
Mallory.
to do a voice? Oh, yeah.
This is. We have to wrap up my speech at some point, right? I mean, I feel like we were probably 11 minutes in.
Do we?
You're right. This is the whole ceremony.
Come on.
I'm getting the light. So Mal, you look lovely today.
Rocking
and that dress. And you're marrying that. You are marrying that. Right there. That sweaty man who just said, rockin' set of Hooters. This is the first thing he said to you as a new couple. As a new marital couple.
I have thought about that a couple times because I was my best friend Justin's last kiss before he, as a single man. I just smooched him right on the lips right before the wedding. Yeah. I have a bit about it. It's no big deal. But I'm like, man, I wonder what what would be the best thing to say? The first thing you say to your new wife. It's like, man, I gotta take a huge shit. I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. You have a nice little smooch, and then you go, man. You ever see that show, The Americans? Pretty good. That'd be the fucking greatest.
I just like every Sunday night from here on out, I'm gonna watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I love Brooklyn
and not do anything else. Like just
so
something about how her life's gonna change for the worse. Just
you like me wearing this tuxedo?
I've never liked your friends. Just something very simple. Right after it's locked in.
Yeah. Sarah's a bad influence on you.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah. I know what happened to your dog. I know what happened to your dog.
Holy shit.
I love Pop-Tarts. Oh, that's another great ASMR. We have another portion of the show where we do a very quick ASMR video. So if you'd like to join with that. Hey, hi, how's it going? How you doing?
Today we talk about
we're doing a thing.
We're gonna do some ASMR.
Do some ASMR. Ass.
Yes.
Sex. Mouth reflex. It's not sexual. It's not sexual. It's not sexual. It's not sexual.
I don't think about it like that.
I do.
You're doing this wrong then.
It's a great ASMR portion. You want to finish up the speech?
Yeah, no. You guys have been great. I'm Jim Flannigan. Follow me on Twitter. Thank you. What are your groomsman gifts going to be? Have you thought about that yet? Because you have to buy a lot.
You do. I do. I will.
I mean, you will.
I do. I will. Mm-hmm. I do. I don't like when they're not like usable gifts. Mm-hmm. My cousin Nick, when he got married, he gave all of his groomsmen football helmets of their high school football team.
Oh, wow.
Which is like cool, but what the fuck? Who cares?
What if they didn't play high school football?
No, they did. That was the thing. Okay, they were all on the same. They all played for the Bedford Kicking Mules.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they all had helmets, probably, huh?
Yeah, but he got them like new cool ones. Okay. To like, but like you put that on your desk and you forget. Like
for sure.
Like you only think about that when you have to move.
For sure.
Like, it sucks.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is get everyone either an Xbox with Xbox Live.
That's great.
Or if they have an Xbox Live, I pay for their membership for a year. So we can all play video games together.
That's so nice.
Right?
That's so nice.
That's good. Yeah.
Best ones I've ever gotten. Two friends of mine got married on September 11th of 2001.
You're fucking kidding me.
No, I'm sorry. September 11th of 2010.
Tuesday? That's a very...
so sorry.
Tuesday is a very ghost day to get married.
I'm so sorry. Oof. All right. And go. Okay, so two of my friends got married on September 11th, 2010. It was their 8-year anniversary. I don't know why I said 2001. I know why I said 2001. I didn't mean to say 2001. Yeah, it's a very famous day. Anyway, they got me an engraved lighter.
It was when glitter came out.
They got me an engraved lighter that just says Jim. 9/11/2001. So for anyone who doesn't know, like if I'm just using this in public.
Oh, that's so funny.
Just Jim Flannigan has a 9/11 lighter. And then my brother, for this most recent wedding, when it was like 2 months ago, got me a very nice one of those reusable cups, like that keeps like your liquids cold for 48 hours. Your hot's like a But he had it engraved. Okay, but he had like
I like that a lot.
But it has like my name. It just says James Stephen Flannigan. I love you, brother, and then the date underneath it.
Oh my god!
So it kind of looks like I have like a memorial.
Yeah.
But like I got this memorialized for my friend James Stephen Flannigan, who's no longer with us, who's perished. But
he loved taking soup to work. Loved taking a chicken noodle, a clam chowder,
cup of noodles, man. Didn't Italian wedding.
Oh my god!
Did not matter.
The minestrone. Oh my lord! That's very cool.
No, it's not. It's the weirdest.
That's very cool.
It's just very. I can't take it in public. I can't. And there are probably other good ones I've gotten that I'm like people are going to be mad at me now if they ever hear this.
I also heard of somebody who got engraved Louisville Sluggers. For his
that's kind of cool.
Pretty cool.
That's a cool. I mean, if you're going useless, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like the best useless gift, I think. Yeah. And honestly, if if one of my buddies from high school got all of us, football helmets of our height, I would honestly probably love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would totally love that.
Absolutely.
And, give me something useful, Get me a thermos.
Yeah.
Get me a nice death thermos.
Give me a little space heater, a little something I can use around the house,
I would like to. You know what? I need a new rake.
Yeah, there you go. Engrave this mop. Can you please, for my groomsmen?
That'd be great. So we've come to the point where I need to make my decision, where I decide whether or not you're going to be in the group of multiple idiots. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make a call. I'm going to deliberate with myself silently, and I have decided that you've already been in too many weddings. I ain't nobody's sloppy seconds.
Woo!
Get out of here.
I'm going home.
Get out of here,
Is
you
great.
piece of shit. Go back to the courthouse with your limp dick brother. Get out of here.
It has to work. You get married 3 times if it doesn't. He's the only person I know who's going to listen to this podcast.
Is he really? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a limp dick.
Way to go.
That's that's lovely. Well, subscribe. Flan brother.
Armando Dominguez.
Is that your brother's name?
It's my brother's name.
What?
Yeah.
How?
He's my half brother.
Oh.
But it's the 90s. You know what I mean?
He got
in this
married
day and
to
age,
a lady and took her last name.
So his name was Armando Flannigan before that? Does that somehow make more sense?
Yeah.
But he got married to a lady and took her ex-husband's first and last name.
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
And his dick definitely works.
I mean, I don't know that.
Sweet.
All right? I don't.
Crank.
They have 5 kids.
On our
So, I mean,
Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah.
And now, let me ask you this. Do you know all their names?
Yes.
What are they? And what are their socials?
Mocky, Ricky, Bobby, Terry, Tommy.
We were pro Goodwill Hunting on
It's
this.
a great movie.
I do love it.
Remember, you can check it out for free at Redbox using promo code IDIOTS. Okay.
When was the last time you used a Redbox machine?
I've never used a Redbox machine.
Not even on the road?
Never.
I always use it all the time.
Really?
Yeah. And that's how this show is going to end. We're just going to peter out
All right.
on a nothing conversation about the Redbox.
Man.
Fun.
I had a blast. Thanks for having me here.
Always
buddy.
fun.
Always fun.
A good man. Always enjoy seeing you.
Enjoy seeing you.
When can these people see you?
I've got a lot of Rosemont coming up.
Oh, cool. You got out there a month?
No, but I've got a couple... doing a couple Sunday shows out there. I'm doing my buddy Fritzy's got a benefit on November 11th.
Fritz Nothnagel.
You know Fritzy Nothnagel. He's got a great benefit where you bring in toys for children's charity for the holidays.
Oh, cool.
On the 11th.
On November 11th?
On November 11th.
11/11.
Veterans Day. So a lot of people have that Monday off of work.
I wonder if I do. Go on. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Probably ask HR.
I mean, just find me on the internet. Jimmy Flan, FLANN on Twitter. Jim Flannigan on Facebook.
Solid Twitter. Good at Twitter.
You're a solid Twitter. I don't tweet enough. You're very good at Twitter.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't like it that much, but I have to use it.
I get
do.
way too into it.
Instagram's my thing, though.
Is that your jam
I'm
now?
an Instagram guy.
Yeah?
I want to just spend a day with an Instagram model.
Okay, all right.
Ooh, excuse me.
I mean, I think a lot of guys feel that way. Why?
Yeah.
Can we get a little more specific?
I just want to, not for any
who are we?
sex
Who are we
reasons
reaching
or
out
anything.
to? Huh? Is this an all-right podcast?
Not for.
I just want to get a hold of one of those gals for 24 hours.
No, it could even be like an Instagram fella.
Sure.
Like that one guy with the beard who's a dickhead or whatever.
Dan Bilzerian?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I knew exactly what that was. The guy with the beard's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead. I just want to see what that's like.
Sure.
Just how, like, what they're operating like throughout the day. And I kind of know Frank the Clown. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I know who he is.
I kind of know Frank a little bit.
Is he still with Noel?
Yes,
Wow,
yes.
that's great.
Yes.
He's a Chicago guy, right?
Yes, he's Northwest,
All right.
I think. But I would but whenever I see Frank, it's at a wrestling show and we're just watching wrestling. But I would like to see the daily routine of like,
Oh, yeah.
how do you do this?
Yeah.
Because it seems, I don't want to say impossible, but it seems very rigorous.
Yeah, it can't be easy.
It seems like it's a fucking anxiety attack all the time.
Versus Snapchat, which I feel like is like every time like they give you the suggestions, I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what these people with millions of followers what they do.
Yeah.
And it's literally just all you have to do is be hot and have a filter.
Babe, filter, babe.
That's it.
Babe,
and they're just looking.
like having
they're
a
not
dog.
doing anything. They're not saying anything.
Hanging out.
Just like, this is what I'd look like with whiskers.
This is me, but with a lady's hat and lipstick. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate
for having
it.
me,
Go give toys to those kids in Rosemont. What if Fritz keeps all the toys? Wouldn't that be funny? I know he won't, but it'd be funny if he did that.
He goes through them and takes his favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't do that? They don't get all of them.
Well, I'm not giving away Teddy Ruxpin. That's bullshit.
Do you know how much work I did? This is
I had to promote it. I had to email Dan. Fucking
every November 12th, his eBay account just blows up.
You guys can follow me on that, the Mike O'Keefe, on all the social media. November 16th and 17th, me and Mal, Comedy Corner Underground, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Come hang out, and it'll be a fun time. Jimmy, Flan Man, thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's go get some delicious custard desserts.
You got it.
And as always, we'll we'll see you next time. Till death do us fart.